Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening, everyone.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
How are you?
I'm fine. What about you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for asking. So, are you all excited to learn what we're gonna learn today?
मैम आपकी वॉइस क्लियर नहीं आ रही है.
Is it audible now? Can you
Yes,
speak
ma'am.
now? How are you, Deepika? How are you, Baljinder?
I am good, ma'am.
Did you all practice yesterday for opinion essay and discussion essay? Have you tried any essay?
Yes, ma'am. I try one essay of a discussion which is related to a discussion. I got a 6.5 band.
Oh, wow, that's great.
Yes, ma'am.
And which topic you have done? Opinion or this discussion essay?
Ma'am, discussion essay.
Oh, great. Did you face any difficulty while writing discussion essay or opinion essay? Anyone? Did you face any difficulties? What was your topic of essay? Yes. What was your topic of essay?
मैम टॉपिक का मैम एजुकेशन के एजुकेशन के ऊपर ही था.
Mm-hmm.
Discipline is an ever increasing problem in our modern schools. Some people think that discipline should be a responsibility of teachers, while others think that this is a role of parents. Discuss both view and give your opinion.
Okay. So you got 6.5 in this, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you do the task one also?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And how was your score in task one?
Ma'am, 6.
6. And what was the report writing's topic?
Ma'am, pie chart था.
It was that chart. And what about Deepika and Vishali? Have you done any essay topic?
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, Raman. How are you?
Good, ma'am. How are you, ma'am?
I'm good. Thank you. Have you done any essay? Yes, Raman.
Yes, ma'am.
Have you tried any essay topic, discussion essay or opinion essay?
Sorry, ma'am. No,
Why?
ma'am, I'm busy.
Please try at least one of the type. Okay. Either
Yes,
opinion
ma'am.
essay
Today.
or discussion essay. Please try it. Okay. And
Yes, ma'am. Okay.
today we are going to talk about how to write advantage, disadvantage essay and problem and solution essay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, let's see who joined for the first time today. Gurjobin Singh. Can you please introduce yourself? Can you please tell us about you? We can't hear you. Please unmute yourself and then speak. Okay, no problem if you are in library. Okay, let's start our today's session. We will talk about how to write advantage and disadvantage essay, and then later on we will discuss about problem and solution essay. So can anybody tell me what is an advantage or disadvantage essay? Do you have any idea about how to write advantage, disadvantage, or whatever you know about advantage and disadvantage essay? What statements do you get here? What will be your WH question? Any idea? Yes?
Ma'am, it's defined in two paragraphs, one of advantage and one of disadvantage.
Yes. You are telling me the structure. Advantage and disadvantage essay means that you will be given a statement and you have to talk about its benefits and its drawbacks also. है ना? आपको एक स्टेटमेंट दी होती है, कैसे टॉपिक दिया है और आपको उसकी एडवांटेजेस भी लिखनी है और उसकी डिसएडवांटेजेस भी लिखनी है, राइट? तो वो क्या
Yes.
होता है, वो आपका एडवांटेज और डिसएडवांटेज का ऐसे होता है. सो समटाइम्स एडवांटेज और डिसएडवांटेज की जगह वहां पे आपको क्या मेंशन होगा, बेनिफिट्स या ड्रॉबैक्स, राइट? पैराफ्रेज हो जाता है. सो इन दिस टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चन यहाँ पे आपको राइट डाउन करनी होती है बेनिफिट्स और ड्रॉबैक्स उस पर्टिकुलर टॉपिक की. सो यू हैव टू बी केयरफुल कि आप कहाँ पे एडवांटेज लिख रहे हो, कहाँ पे डिसएडवांटेज लिख रहे हो, एंड नॉट योर ओपिनियन अबाउट द टॉपिक. यहाँ पे आपको टॉपिक का ओपिनियन नहीं लिखना, अपना कोई ओपिनियन नहीं लिखना. यहाँ पे आपको बेनिफिट्स लिखने हैं टॉपिक के और ड्रॉबैक्स लिखने हैं, राइट? तो इसमें आपको क्या करना है, अपने कंटेंट को डिवाइड करना है टू पैराग्राफ्स में. हाउ यू आर गोइंग टू डिवाइड? फर्स्ट पैराग्राफ विल बी अबाउट एडवांटेजेस. फर्स्ट डजंट मीन्स इंट्रोडक्शन का पैराग्राफ. फर्स्ट पैराग्राफ
Point. Yes.
बॉडी पैरा 1, राइट? Your first paragraph is always the introduction paragraph. Then comes your para 1. Para 1 means BP para 1, body paragraph 1, where you will talk about the positive sides. Positive sides means the advantages. Second paragraph, that means your body paragraph 2, will talk about the negative sides. That means the drawbacks of the topic, right? So now let's talk about some of the tips which will help you understand how you can write an essay. Okay? Now see, the tips for advantage and disadvantage essay are here. When the topic statement is given, you need to spend at least 5 to 10 minutes in understanding the benefits and drawbacks related to the topic. Now जब भी आपको जो भी टॉपिक स्टेटमेंट दिया, दैट मींस व्हाटएवर योर क्वेश्चन इज, उसको प्लान करने के लिए आप 5 to 10 मिनट्स डिवोट करोगे. यू हैव टू डिवोट 5 to 10 मिनट्स. उस क्वेश्चन को समझो, व्हाट द क्वेश्चन इज आस्किंग यू, एंड देन डिसाइड व्हाट इज द बेनिफिट, व्हाट आर द बेनिफिट्स एंड व्हाट आर द ड्रॉबैक्स रिलेटेड टू दिस टॉपिक. मेक श्योर कि आप रेलेवेंट पॉइंट्स लिखोगे, रेलेवेंट ड्रॉबैक्स लिखोगे, रेलेवेंट बेनिफिट्स लिखोगे जो आपके टॉपिक को सपोर्ट करेंगे. डू नॉट गो ऑफ द टॉपिक, डेविएट नहीं होना आपको टॉपिक से, राइट? यू हैव टू टॉक अबाउट एडवांटेजेस जो भी आपके टॉपिक से रिलेटेड है. मेक श्योर वॉट एवर यू राइट इज स्ट्रक्चर्ड. स्ट्रक्चर मीन्स स्ट्रक्चर के अकॉर्डिंग, फॉर्मेट के अकॉर्डिंग. पुट द एडवांटेजेस of the topic in one paragraph and disadvantages in a separate paragraph. Always never mix them up. So once you write introduction, second paragraph is all about advantages and the third paragraph is always about disadvantages. And then comes your conclusion paragraph. Now structure. What is the structure of advantage, disadvantage essay? Now the IELTS writing task 2 is considered as one of the most dreaded tasks because you feel that every I would say candidate, every test taker, they believe that this is the one which is the difficult for them, right? It's task 1 is easier, even reading you can do, listening also can be done, but this one seems to be little difficult, right? Now this task, it requires that you have to write an essay talking about various topics, right? From all of the walks of life, right from the social issues or any kind of workplace issues, right? तो यहाँ पे टॉपिक आपका कोई भी हो सकता है. These are of various types, जिसमें आपको क्या करना है, डिस्कशन ऐसे भी लिखना है, एडवांटेज डिसएडवांटेज भी आपको लिखने को आ सकता है. बट नाउ वी विल लुक एट द स्ट्रक्चर, की स्ट्रक्चर क्या है इसका. कैन एनीबडी टेल मी व्हाट इज द स्ट्रक्चर? यस, what is the structure? I have explained it.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, introduction,
What do we write in
BP1.
introduction?
Ma'am, can you repeat the?
I'm saying, please tell me the structure of advantage disadvantage essay.
मैम इंट्रोडक्शन, BP1 में एडवांटेज, BP2 में भी एडवांटेज. अगर डिसएडवांटेज है तो पहले एडवांटेज आ जाएगा फिर डिसएडवांटेज आ जाएगा, और अगर डिसएडवांटेज है तो दोनों में डिसएडवांटेज आ जाएगा, फिर कंक्लूजन.
Okay. So what do we write in introduction? और introduction में हम क्या लिखते हैं? Because introduction is same for all.
Ma'am, in intro section, we have to write journal statement, one background statement, and the thesis statement.
General statement, background statement, and thesis.
Yes, ma'am.
What is the difference between general statement and background statement?
Ma'am, they both are in same, but if we are talking, then
So where are we gonna write paraphrase statement? Paraphrase
yeah, ma'am.
कब करें?
Ma'am, paraphrasing करनी है पहले.
General statement and background statement is nothing but same.
Yes, ma'am.
So it is not mandatory always to write. It's up to you if you want to write background or general. It is same. Next is paraphrasing. After paraphrasing comes your opinion if asked, and then comes your thesis. Thesis means what you're going to write in the following paragraphs. You are introducing your topic. Okay. So first of all, as you get to know the topic, you will look for pros and cons. Pros and cons means the benefits or the drawbacks of the topic, of that situation. So you going to consider in your mind, you will start thinking about कि इसके advantages क्या हो सकती है, इसकी disadvantages क्या हो सकती है, right? Then you will decide that which two I can talk about and elaborate more. Exactly. Now whenever we think about, अगर हमारे सामने कोई भी situation होती है, we start thinking about इसकी advantages क्या होंगे और इसकी disadvantages क्या होंगे. So once you have a clear idea दोनों के बारे में कि ये advantages है और ये disadvantages है, then you start writing about it. But sometimes we get a question of outweigh, right? You came across this question several times, that do the advantages outweigh the disadvantages? So outweigh means which is more heavier. When you have to pick one side, जब आपको एक side बतानी है कि advantages ज्यादा है कि disadvantages ज्यादा है. So you have to be clear with your ideas कि आपको क्या लगता है कि इसकी advantages ज्यादा होंगी या इसकी disadvantages ज्यादा होंगी, right? So there comes a situation जब आपके पास outweigh वाला question आता है. Now see, introduction. This is the first thing you have to write. Exactly. Now your introduction should paraphrase the topic of the essay and try to use different vocabulary or synonym for the words in the topic. जहाँ पे भी आपको लगता है possible है. Okay, then give a brief idea about what could be expected in the essay. That means your thesis part, your advantages, your disadvantages of the topic, and state which side you think weighs the most. कि आपको क्या लगता है कि कौन सी साइड का वेट ज्यादा है. यू बिलीव कि आपका ओपिनियन क्या है, आपको क्या लगता है कि एडवांटेजेस इसकी ज्यादा है या डिसएडवांटेजेस. सो यू विल मेंशन दैट. Then body paragraph 1 will talk about advantages. That should be backed by practical points, and example also could be better if you have. Day to day incidents बता सकते हो. Any examples which you can put here. Body paragraph 2 should state the disadvantages. आप इसको कभी भी vice versa नहीं करोगे. That means body paragraph 1 में you will never write disadvantages and body paragraph 2 में you will never write advantages. इसका sequence हमेशा सबसे पहले advantage then disadvantage. Okay? So support करो with validated points and examples so that you can highlight. And conclusion, as I have told yesterday also, conclusion is always about 2-3 statements, not more than that. So conclude karo by providing a summary what you have already written, and never write any new idea. But yes, you can put in front the entire essay how advantages and disadvantages outweigh, like which outweighs. Now let's have a look at this question. Please see this question. More and more students are choosing to study at college and universities in a foreign country. Do the benefits of studying abroad outweigh the drawbacks? Try to understand the question first. More and more students are choosing to study at colleges and university in a foreign country. Now, let me give an example. You all are preparing for IELTS. Why? Because you want to study abroad in a foreign country to different colleges and university. So, do the benefits of studying abroad outweigh the drawbacks? आपको क्या लगता है बेनिफिट्स ज्यादा हैं अब्रॉड में स्टडी करने के या ड्रॉबैक्स ज्यादा है?
मैम बेनिफिट्स ज्यादा हैं.
So you have taken up your opinion. आपने अपना साइड चूज किया. You believe that benefits are more and drawbacks are less. Now Jyoti will start thinking about what are the benefits. First, Jyoti will focus on at least 3 benefits she can talk about, and then 2 drawbacks. Let's see anyone else. Yes, anyone else who has decided his opinion?
Benefits, ma'am.
Benefits are more?
Yes, ma'am, benefits.
Okay. Anyone who believes that drawbacks are more and benefits are less? No one?
Drawback are less.
मैम ड्रॉबैक्स हैं बट drawbacks is not like अगर if the advantages is 80% so when drawback is also 20%.
Okay,
That
the
is not
majority of the students here believe that there are more benefits. So that means benefits, that means advantages outweigh the disadvantages, right? So now start thinking about what are the benefits of studying abroad in colleges and universities. Why students are choosing to study at colleges and universities in a foreign country? What are the benefits?
first of all the ma'am wide range of education, wide range of the like knowledge. Uh, their universities they have more benefits like they have um, in online
Because when
college.
you say that they have wide range of knowledge, you have to describe this point. You have to elaborate कि कैसे उनके पास ज्यादा knowledge है.
Actually, they are more practical.
Mhm.
They have a modern technology, so they like
Yes.
modern technology with like they teach with the modern technology and they have the more research, like they do more research on every topic, like whatever you choose.
So you can say experiential learning, not rote learning.
Yes, we can say that.
Okay, next. Another idea. This is one you are explaining.
And ma'am, job, we have job opportunity more in India also and there in abroad also. We have a wide range of job if
You
we
say we have wide range of job here, and in foreign countries. So how it's gonna be a benefit?
Ma'am, if you are if you want to back in India, so uh, opportunity to earn money, or
Mm-hmm.
you have a more chance to like in any company or any hospital you join.
Okay. Yes.
मैम
Yes, Gagan.
मैम मतलब कि उस सेक्टर में, जिस सेक्टर में अपने स्टडी कर रहे हैं, उसी सेक्टर में अपने को जॉब मिलने की पॉसिबिलिटी ज्यादा होती है अगर अपने फॉरेन में
Because you
स्टडी
have
करते हैं।
international exposure, है ना?
Hmm.
क्योंकि आपका इंटरनेशनल एक्सपोजर आप कर चुके हो. Any another benefit? Because we have to write 3 benefits. We can't write 2. नहीं तो 50-50 हो जाएगा.
Ma'am, salary package is more. Matlab, you have to earn more money. Like whenever you go outside or international experience,
Mm-hmm.
your salary expectation is higher than the Indian.
And sometimes you get specialization also.
Yeah, exactly, ma'am.
Correct. Okay. Anyone else who can give us one more benefit or any different idea?
मैम कंपनीज
Ma'am,
इजीली अप्रोच कर लेती है उन स्टूडेंट्स को जिन्होंने बाहर मतलब कि फॉरेन से स्टडी की होती है।
So that what comes under international exposure, right? कि अगर
ma'am,
आप बाहर से पढ़ते हो, study abroad करते हो, तो you have international exposure. Yes, Jyoti.
here we can like if you are in India and you can still work with their companies also.
Multinational companies.
You can work both at same time.
Yes. So you can have multiple job opportunities, even high employment opportunities, high paying
Yes.
employment opportunities, right? Let's talk about drawbacks. What are the drawbacks if you're studying abroad?
The first drawback is our traditional. Our tradition is like family members. We did not meet like three in a year or in a 2 year once in a while. So,
Separation, homesickness.
separate homesickness
Hmm.
and cultural. This
Mhm.
is a traditional like our
Cultural disparity,
festival is
because there is a different culture in India, and then if you move abroad, there's a different culture.
yes,
So adapting the culture is little difficult.
adapting. Yes.
Yes,
गवर्नमेंट को
more
लॉस होगा
expensive.
अगर
yes,
अगर गवर्नमेंट को
expensive
लॉस होगा
because of
अगर
like
अपनी
higher living expenses, higher
Mm.
tuition fees, right?
Yes. That is expensive in
So increase
More
tuition fees.
stress,
Sorry, yes, Kashyap?
expensive and stressful,
Huh, exactly.
Interesting.
Higher living expenses,
and racism also
sometimes racism also.
face.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Any another one?
मैम गवर्नमेंट को लॉस होगा कि मतलब कि जो एजुकेटेड पीपल है अगर वर्क करेंगे फॉरेन कंट्री में तो इन मतलब कि अपनी कंट्री को बेनिफिट्स नहीं होगा उनका।
We will be losing the high potential candidates, right?
Mm.
Because see, if we do not have high skilled workers here, then every time we have to move abroad. If you're looking for high skilled teachers or high skilled doctors, if they are not, if everyone is going to move abroad, then who will stay in India? Then every time for a single treatment, we have to move abroad because we do not have high potential candidates here, right?
मैम अपने को हाई पे करना पड़ेगा उनको अगर अपने को वहां से उनको मंगाना है तो।
Exactly. So now see, so many ideas you got, at least 3 ideas, and we got 3 ideas for drawbacks also. So you can write accordingly. अगर आपको लगता है कि benefits ज़्यादा है, write the benefit first more, और if you believe drawbacks ज़्यादा है तो आप advantages 2 करके 3 disadvantages कर सकते हो. Now how will you paraphrase this? See this outline. Paraphrase the topic of the essay, mention the contents of the subsequent paragraphs. That means आप क्या लिखने वाले हो कि advantages ज़्यादा हैं and disadvantages कम हैं. Now see, foreign education, इसके advantages क्या हैं कि आपको better education facilities मिलती हैं, valuable experience, international exposure, Studying abroad also open up several high paying employment opportunities. These all we discussed, right? ये सब हमने अभी discuss करी. Now body paragraph 2 disadvantages क्या है? Increased tuition fees, living expenses. Other disadvantages is कि आपको learn to live करना पड़ता है in a foreign society. So it's not that easy. And prolonged periods of time away from the home, that is homesickness, separation. Correct? So all this now you have to elaborate. You have to explain with the supporting ideas. Now first see the introduction paragraph. Now this essay is about foreign education. So foreign education has become one of the most sought after ventures in this day and age. This is a background statement which is not mandatory always to write. Majority of the students plan on pursuing higher education in a foreign nation. This is a paraphrasing of your question, especially when it comes to a master degree. One of the reasons why studying abroad has become such a popular phenomenon is the relaxation of travel laws and procedures across the world. However, there are pros and cons to studying abroad. And the following paragraphs, thesis, will explore the topic and elaborate on why the advantages outweighs the disadvantages. So you will talk about advantages more and disadvantages less. Clear? Yes, anyone?
Ma'am, in this essay, we have to write 5 paragraphs, right?
You can write, but it's not required. You have to show your opinion separately because you're showing with advantages and disadvantages.
So in 2 paragraphs, we need
Yes.
to write
See, see this.
two
This is your introduction. Now this, one of
Mhm.
the primary reasons, this is advantages, and there are numerous drawbacks. This is disadvantages. So
Okay.
see the difference. Advantages are more here. You can see the paragraph. How many statements are here? And see the disadvantages. It's a short paragraph as compared to the advantage one.
Got it.
So you are yourself showing the examiner, and even in the introduction itself, you have written that will explore the topic and elaborate why advantages outweigh. तो आप ये elaborate करने वाले हो कि क्यों advantages ज़्यादा है, right?
Okay.
Now see advantages, how to start advantages paragraph. One of the primary reasons for studying abroad is the presence of more refined and sophisticated education system in several first world countries, है ना? Because they have a experiential learning. It is common for students from underdeveloped or developing countries like Brazil, China, India, Argentina, and other countries to look for better opportunities than the ones available in their native countries in terms of academics. We do not have this type of opportunities. That's why we look for developed countries. Also, residing in a foreign country helps individual to gain international exposure and helps them develop social and interpersonal skills, which are extremely important for being eligible for lucrative job opportunities. So all those 3 advantages are explained here. राइट कि आपको जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटीज अच्छी मिलेंगी, आपको इंटरनेशनल एक्सपोजर मिलेगा, आपकी स्किल्स इंप्रूव होंगी एंड यू विल बी हैविंग द सोफिस्टिकेटेड एजुकेशन सिस्टम, राइट? नाउ you will focus on drawbacks. Now there are numerous drawbacks to traveling abroad for education. First of all, beginning of applying to a foreign university to staying in the host country for the entire duration of your degree, it's an exorbitant affair. It's very difficult for you to survive. Such a costly endeavor is often unaffordable because we look for loans and everything, right? For the household of many people. That being said, becoming accustomed to norms and conventions of an unfamiliar country can be a tough ordeal for many due to differences in the culture and social tradition. Because for the initial age, for the initial startup, you have to survive on the basic jobs. During your studying, you have to survive in that country, right? So you can see the difference also. Culture का socially कितना difference होता है. So that can be tough for you because you're moving to an unfamiliar country for study. You have to study, you have to survive on the basic job. So both the tasks you have to do. Finally, I would like to conclude by saying that foreign education can be a blessing if it is financially feasible for aspiring students. That being said, the benefits of studying abroad surpass the drawbacks for the same. Clear? Your conclusion should not be more than this.
So, ma'am, in this essay, we need to write advantage as well as the disadvantage.
Yes,
Outweigh,
exactly.
the meaning of outweigh.
Yes, outweighs means outweighs का मतलब ही यही होता है कि किसका weight ज्यादा है, which is more heavier. Advantages ज्यादा है कि disadvantages ज्यादा है. So you are showing this to the examiner कि see advantages ज्यादा है because you are writing more advantages. By your writing, you are telling the examiner that advantages are more. And you're mentioning also, see, benefits of studying abroad surpass the drawbacks. Introduction, maybe you have mentioned that why advantages outweigh. अगर आप disadvantages ज्यादा लिखते तो आप यहाँ mention करते why the disadvantages outweigh the advantages. Okay?
Okay. Okay, ma'am.
Clear?
और if just अगर मैम सिंपल होता लाइक जैसे ओनली डिसएडवांटेज और एडवांटेज लिखना होता तो उसमें फिर हम लोग then we can write the only disadvantages in 2 paragraphs. No need to write the advantages if the outweigh is not mentioned.
No. If you have a question which says what are the advantages and disadvantages, suppose the same question comes, ठीक है, and here it is mentioned what are the benefits and drawbacks of studying abroad. अगर आपका question ये होता what are the benefits and drawbacks of studying abroad, आपका स्ट्रक्चर सेम रहता, बस आप एडवांटेजेस 2 लिखते और डिसएडवांटेजेस भी 2 लिखते.
Okay, got
Yes.
it. Okay, yes.
वो
Okay.
दोनों केसेस में लिखनी दोनों है, बट आउटवे के क्वेश्चन में आपको एक ज्यादा लिखना होगा.
80% एक ज्यादा लिखना.
Yes, correct. Basically we write 2, but in the case of outweigh we write 1 more.
1 more. Okay.
Yes. To show our opinion, हम अपना ओपिनियन दिखा रहे हैं ना. अगर मुझे लगता है कि नो आई बिलीव ड्रॉबैक्स आर मोर, तो मैं 2 एडवांटेजेस लिखूंगी और 3 डिसएडवांटेज लिखूंगी आउटवे के क्वेश्चन. बट अगर मेरा क्वेश्चन आउटवे का नहीं है, सिंपल एडवांटेज और डिसएडवांटेज का है, देन आई विल राइट 50-50, 2 एडवांटेजेस एंड 2 डिसएडवांटेज. ओके,
Sure, ma'am.
now let's talk about problem and solution essay. What is problem and solution essay? What do you understand by this term?
Ma'am, if the like just say environment, we can say about environment. What is the problem? Like environment, day by day polluted. Or what is the solution we can do in
So
future?
we will be provided with the topic and we have to talk about the problems of it and the solutions for it, right? So in this type of essay, you have to talk about different problems and what solutions you can suggest them. So these are designed to assess your ability, that are you able to identify, analyze or evaluate problems or not. Simultaneously, they check your ability, that are you able to develop some effective solutions or not. है ना, आपको उस टॉपिक को पढ़ के उससे रिलेटेड प्रॉब्लम्स कुछ समझ आते हैं या नहीं, आप कुछ सॉल्यूशन सजेस्ट कर सकते हो या नहीं, राइट? एंड दीज problem solution essays, they are actually drawn from variety of sources जो real world life situations और issues से based होते हैं, right? And these are familiar also. Now look here. First of all, as I told you in the beginning of types of essay, you have to identify. जब तक हम question को read नहीं करेंगे, हम उसे identify नहीं कर पाएंगे कि ये कौन सा type of essay है. Now see here. For problem and solution essays, sometimes you can have cause and solution also. Sometimes you can have reasons or solution also. Sometimes you can have identify 1 or 2 serious ones and then suggest ways. So see, one major problem faced by large cities is traffic congestion. अब वन मेजर प्रॉब्लम क्या है लार्ज सिटीज की कि ट्रैफिक कंजेशन हो जाता है. व्हाट डू यू थिंक द कॉजेज आर? क्या लगता है आपको, क्या कॉज है इसका, किस वजह से होती है? कॉज बताना है आपको. नेक्स्ट,
पॉपुलेशन ग्रोथ.
yes, it can be due to population, number of vehicles running on the road. What solutions you can suggest? अब आप solution क्या suggest कर सकते हो जिससे traffic congestion ना हो large cities में? Always write your answer relevant to the topic. जब भी कोई आंसर, कोई स्टेटमेंट डिसाइड करते हो ना, वो ये देखो कि ये टॉपिक से रेलेवेंट है. फोकस ऑन लार्ज सिटीज ऑल्सो. यहाँ पे लार्ज सिटीज की बात हो रही है, ठीक है. नेक्स्ट देखो, तो यहाँ पे क्या लिखा है? व्हाट डू यू थिंक द कॉजेज आर एंड व्हाट सॉल्यूशंस कैन यू सजेस्ट? सो दैट मींस दिस इज प्रॉब्लम एंड सॉल्यूशन एसे. नेक्स्ट, the number of endangered species has increased significantly in this century, and we find more mass extinctions in this period than in any other period of time. State some reasons for this, provide possible solutions. So this is again problem and solution essay, जहाँ पे आपको reasons बताने हैं and then solutions बताने हैं. Overpopulation of urban areas has led to numerous problems. अब overpopulation, populous city हो गई है, स्पेशली अर्बन एरियाज की बात है, रूरल की नहीं. सो उससे न्यूमरस प्रॉब्लम्स हो रही है. यू हैव टू आइडेंटिफाई वन और टू सीरियस वन. दैट मीन्स आपको एटलीस्ट 2 प्रॉब्लम्स लिखनी है कि कौन कौन सी प्रॉब्लम उससे क्रिएट हो रही है, एंड देन आपको ये भी बताना है कि कुछ वेज ऐसे बताने हैं जिससे आप क्या करो, टैकल करो उन प्रॉब्लम्स को. सो अगेन सॉल्यूशंस बताने. So always read your question so that you can identify. आप उसे identify कर पाओ कि ये क्या है, problem and solution का question. Clear? Now it is important कि आप identify करो common synonyms को. जैसे अभी हमने sample में देखे जो भी questions थे कि problems की जगह क्या लिखा हुआ था, issues लिखे थे. Result, situation, causes, reasons, why, solution, deal with, address, tackle, remedied, improve. So आपको ये
मैम,
सब synonyms available. Yes, Gagan.
मैम कई बार माइट भी लिखा होता है.
So might be के साथ कुछ तो statement होगा. Only might be तो नहीं हो सकता.
मैम स्टेटमेंट याद नहीं है, लेकिन उसमें माइट भी मेरे एग्जाम में लिखा हुआ था, माइट भी.
हाँ, so might be के आगे क्या था? कुछ तो होगा, right? So you will be mostly be asked to write about both problems and situations. आपको चेक करना है causes है, solution है, क्या है, आपको identify करना है, ठीक है. So how you gonna plan this essay? सबसे पहले try to understand the question. Carefully question को read करो, understand करो कि आपसे पूछा क्या गया है. Identify करो, उसके बाद problems, causes हैं problem, required solution क्या है. Then start to think about it कि अब आप इसके बारे में क्या लिख सकते हो, क्या पॉसिबल कॉजेज हो सकते हैं, क्या पॉसिबल सॉल्यूशंस हो सकते हैं. ऑर्गेनाइज करना है, देन यू हैव टू योर आइडियाज. वंस यू हैव गुड अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ द प्रॉब्लम, पॉसिबल सॉल्यूशंस, फिर उसको क्या करो, ऑर्गेनाइज करो कि यस दिस इज प्रॉब्लम नंबर 1 एंड दिस इज प्रॉब्लम नंबर 2, दिस इज सॉल्यूशन 1 एंड दिस इज सॉल्यूशन 2. ठीक है. इंट्रोडक्शन, paraphrase the question, write the main problem and associated solution. Main body paragraph में explain करो उस problem को with detailed explanation about the problem, example. Second body paragraph में solutions. Clear? And then you have to summarize. और recommendation दे सकते हो because it's a problem and solution essay.
मैम इज दैट पॉसिबल अगर हम पहले प्रॉब्लम लिख दें उसके साथ ही उसका सॉल्यूशन लिख दें, वो भी सही है?
It's not advisable to write this. You can always make
Okay.
separate paragraph.
ओके.
Now see here, this is a question. Global warming is emerging as a great threat to human survival in the 21st century, and sea levels are continue to rise at an alarming rate. What problems are associated with this and suggest some solutions? Please read the question very carefully. अब global warming से threat हो गया है to human beings, especially in this 21st century, because sea levels भी rise हो रहे हैं with an increasing rate. So क्या problems हो सकती हैं इससे?
मैम ओवर कंजप्शन ऑफ फॉसिल फ्यूल्स.
So how you gonna describe this problem?
मैम की पॉपुलेशन ज्यादा हो गई है तो कंजप्शन भी ज्यादा हो रहा है इन सब चीजों का. उसकी वजह से ग्लोबल वार्मिंग बढ़ रही है और ओजोन लेयर वगैरह में भी होल हो गया है, इसलिए प्रॉब्लम आ रही है सब.
Okay. Any another? Yes. Anyone else?
मैम प्लास्टिक वगैरह को
You can talk about this problem in detail also, Gagan. Fossil fuels का problem आप detail में लिख सकते हो, because if you are using these fossil fuels or if they are burned, तो greenhouse effect भी trap होता है, right? और जिससे ultimately global warming होती है. So one problem you can discuss, but another problem.
Ma'am, more technology uses.
Sorry.
Increase technology. Increase the more technology.
How increase?
Deforesting, ma'am.
Sorry.
Deforesting.
How deforesting? Deforestation you are talking about. Raman, are you there?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, please. You can talk about, because sea levels are mentioning here. Sea levels continue to rise. So sea level के बारे में बात कर सकते हो. Melting the glaciers, ice sheets.
Okay.
है ना?
Yes, ma'am.
ग्लोबल वार्मिंग कैसे हो रही है, कैसे इसका थ्रेट है ह्यूमन के लिए, ह्यूमन सर्वाइव के लिए. वी आर नॉट एबल टू सर्वाइव. कैसे हम सर्वाइव नहीं कर पाएंगे? यू हैव टू टॉक अबाउट दैट. क्या क्या प्रॉब्लम्स हो जाएंगे? See here, problems are also mentioned here. Dumping of industrial waste into the nearby water bodies, dumping of non-biodegradable waste into the environment.
Yes,
These
ma'am.
are the problems, है ना? Now what solutions you can make? इनको आप sort out कैसे करोगे? Stop using plastic. Say no to plastic. Right?
मैम मोर प्लांट्स मतलब कि उगा के तो फिर वो
Exactly.
ग्लोबल वार्मिंग से हो जाएगा प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व.
Even on this Earth Day, do you know the Earth Day which gone just few days back? And the theme for this 2024 Earth Day was planet versus plastic. You have to save the Earth. Now solution, they must be treated, purified and recycled. जो भी industrial waste है, जिसे water bodies में dump किया जा रहा है, this should be treated. उसे purify किया जाए, retreat किया जाए, recycle किया जाए. The 3 R's: reduce, reuse and recycle. So always start thinking about 2 problems and 2 solutions. Choose one of the problem and discuss in details. Like see, dumping of industrial waste into the nearby water bodies, then solution क्या है उसका? They must be treated. Problem के reference से ही आप solution लिखोगे, कोई भी different solution नहीं लिखना. Okay? See, Rise in sea water level is one of the serious threats posed on environment due to global warming. The main reason for this is letting out of the industrial waste in nearby water bodies, and a reliable solution is wastewater treatment. So this is a kind of a solution we are mentioning.
मैम रिपीट करना.
See this? It's written here. Introduction part. This is paraphrasing and then your thesis.
Okay, ma'am.
Because problem solution they never comes with opinion. तो आपको यहाँ पे सिर्फ paraphrasing करनी है and then you write a thesis. Thesis में you can mention about problem and your solution. Okay. Now body paragraph 1 you will talk about letting out of industrial waste in nearby bodies, है ना? Because industries क्या है, बढ़ रही है, तो industries का जो waste है वो कहाँ जा रहा है, water bodies में जा रहा है. तो आप इसको explain करोगे. So how you will explain? See this. यहाँ पे body paragraph 1 ये check करो. देखो आपने फर्स्ट पॉइंट अपना लिखा कि इंडस्ट्रियल वेस्ट नियर बाय वाटर बॉडीज में जा रहा है. सेंट्रल आइडिया क्या है, क्योंकि इंडस्ट्रीज इंक्रीज हो रही है तभी तो वेस्ट जा रहा है बॉडीज वाटर बॉडीज में. Explanation: there are no strict rule in place regarding the environment, so industries let out their waste in the nearby water bodies such as lakes, river, etc., which affects the respective ecosystem and thereby leading to more serious issues. Example: as installing a wastewater treatment plant is an additional burden and is costly, it is easier to let the waste water into the nearby water bodies as nobody questions this. Right? So see, this is para 1, body paragraph 1. Done with the reading? Now body paragraph 2, it will talk about solution: industrial wastewater treatment. Now wastewater treatment plants could be beneficial to the environment and it will help in reducing global warming effects. Industrial wastewater treatment illustrates the process used for treating wastewater that is produced by industries into a byproduct. The treated industrial wastewater may be reused or released to a sanitary sewer. There are proven records for reducing water pollution after wastewater treatment. So this is a kind of an example कि ये records हैं, right? इससे आप reduce कर सकते हो water pollution को अगर आप wastewater treatment करते हो तो, because you have mentioned, आपने अपने introduction में दिया है ये solution. And then comes your conclusion. You only have to sum up any recommendation you can make here. In summary, every industry should have a wastewater treatment plant installed to treat their wastewater, which will reduce water pollution and thereby benefit the environment. This will help reduce global warming and ultimately prevent rise in the sea water level. Clear? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
You can read it here. Complete it.
Ma'am.
Always do the planning of your essay in the first 5-10 minutes, so that next 25 minutes you're going to write your essay, and in the last 5 minutes you can recheck your essay, because you have total 40 minutes. So make sure within the first 10 minutes you do the entire planning. इंट्रोडक्शन क्या लिखना है, बॉडी पैराग्राफ 1 में क्या लिखना है, सेकंड में क्या लिखना है, कंक्लूजन में क्या लिखना है. Once you pre-plan this, then next 25 minutes you will not stop. You just have to write continuously. And then last 5 minutes, You can review your essay. Okay, clear? Any doubts?
No, ma'am.
Sure?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, common mistakes that you need to avoid in your problem solution essay. First is not understanding the difference between problem and causes. Problems मतलब जो इससे होने वाली, causes इसके cause क्या है, इसकी वजह क्या है, right? So please इसका difference समझो कि causes का मतलब क्या होता है और problems का मतलब क्या होता है. Because if you will write wrong, that means you're not achieving the task achievement, the task response. You're not addressing properly. Try to include too many ideas in the essay without developing them fully. ये कभी भी नहीं करना कि 2-3 ideas को डाल दिया और उसको आपने explain नहीं करा. Write one idea but explain them full. Not considering both sides of the argument equally. Not linking the problems to the solution. जैसे मैंने बताया जो प्रॉब्लम आपने लिखी है आपको उसी का सॉल्यूशन लिखना है लिंक करके. आपकी प्रॉब्लम डिफरेंट और सॉल्यूशन डिफरेंट नहीं होना चाहिए. ओके. Not being specific enough in the discussion of problems and solutions. So आपको डिस्कस करना है, इलैबोरेट करना है, सपोर्ट करना है अपनी प्रॉब्लम्स को भी एंड सॉल्यूशंस को भी. क्लियर? Any doubts now in problem and solution or advantage and disadvantage essay? Okay, I am going to give you one essay topic and you have to practice that. Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
please write it down.
Please, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Many processed foods food, processed food and ready-made meals जो ready होती है meals contain preservatives and chemicals. Done? Shall I repeat?
Ma'am, repeat.
Preservatives and
Many processed foods and ready-made meals contain preservatives and chemicals. Full stop.
Yes, ma'am.
What are the advantages of this? Question mark. What are the advantages of this question mark? Do you think the advantages outweigh the disadvantages? Do you think advantages outweigh the disadvantages? Now do not get confused कि यहाँ पे आपको एक question दिया है what are the advantages, तो वो तो आपको लिखनी ही है. बट नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन ने पूछा है डू द एडवांटेजेस आउटवे द डिसएडवांटेजेस, तो आपको ये बताना है कि एडवांटेजेस ज्यादा है या डिसएडवांटेजेस ज्यादा. ओके, क्लियर?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
You have to talk about processed foods and ready-made meals.
Okay, ma'am.
ठीक है, तो क्या एडवांटेजेस हैं उसकी, क्या डिसएडवांटेजेस हैं, आप दोनों लिखोगे एंड यू हैव टू मेंशन कि क्या ज्यादा है. तो एटलीस्ट आप एक को ज्यादा लिखोगे अपना ओपिनियन शो करने के लिए.
Okay, ma'am.
Now tell me if you face any difficulties in any part, please let me know.